Did you ever think you were going to have pancakes in a diet
Oh,
before?
heck no. No, absolutely not. Because everybody's afraid of carbs.
Of course.
Rice, pancakes, potatoes, all of that stuff.
Yep.
And I was really surprised to the butter or the bacon or, the things that you think, oh, that's not diet food. I'm not going to lose weight eating this. I absolutely did.
Welcome to the V-Shred Better Body, Better Life podcast, where we help you live your best life while working on your health and fitness goals. We're here to make your journey fun and inspiring.
What's going on, everybody? Vince here with vshred.com, and today I'm super excited to introduce our guest, Gerrilyn, to tell us a little bit about her and her fitness background, her story, and just about you in general. So welcome. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
And happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So first off, let's just start super simple. Just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, your hobbies, anything.
So my name is Gerrilyn, and I am from San Antonio, Texas. I'm a firefighter there. I've been a firefighter for 20 years. I have 3 children of my own. My husband has 2, so we've kind of got a big Brady bunch. We've got 2
Nice.
grandbabies.
Grandbabies.
2 grandbabies.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm a yaya.
Wow.
And I've always been pretty active. I've always enjoyed fitness. And I think as I started getting older, started getting into my 30s, and it would get away from me. And I wouldn't even notice it would get away from me until my clothes weren't fitting, until, I saw myself in pictures. And so I was depressed. I was sad about my situation. I had, realized where I was and where I needed to go. And it just felt like, a no-win situation for me at that time. So
Was there any specific moment that you remember that stands out as the turning point for you?
it was when I saw a picture of myself at my daughter's birthday. She has a summer birthday. And I was in a swimsuit that I probably had worn in the past. And I looked at how the swimsuit was on my body and how my body looked. And it just didn't look.
Didn't like it.
No, who is that?
Yeah.
And I think I had a lot of who is that feelings looking at myself like, okay, I see what my legs look like. Those aren't my legs. I know what my legs are supposed to look like. And there's always been, I think, a lot of pressure.
Right. Well, and also your career requires you to be on top of your game as well.
Absolutely. Yes.
Is that a driving factor
That's
at all?
a huge driving factor. And especially being a woman in the fire department,
Probably not.
always trying to keep up, always trying to, prove yourself, always trying to
Right.
come up with other ways to do things, work smarter, not harder, to get those tasks done. And you don't want to fail. You don't want to be weak. You don't want to be that weakest link. You want to be strong, and
Right.
you want to be able to prove yourself. So
Right.
as getting older, same thing. You want to stay on top of your game.
Right.
So
Are you competitive?
absolutely.
Is he competitive?
Absolutely. Just the 2 of us, my husband and I, man, everything's a competition.
That's funny.
Everything's
Do you guys
a
work out together?
competition. We do everything
Yeah.
together.
That's cool. Do you work out at home or at the gym?
We do both.
Okay.
So COVID created the whole home gym
Yep.
thing in the garage gym. We were able to piecemeal some things together.
Take me through the decision of wanting to change. When was this, by the way?
This was December of
2021? So 2 years ago then?
It was 2 years. It was so this past December was a year mark from my starting the program.
Okay.
And so it was right before that. Holidays had hit.
So 2021 then.
I saw that video. I knew that my work uniform, which I put on that uniform every few days. I've been the same size roughly for the past 20 years. And some fluctuation here and there. And I can always tell, and I think, okay, who's putting my stuff in the dryer and shrinking it? Because it's not me. But it had gotten to the point where I had to start going up in sizes. And that wasn't a normal thing for me. And seeing myself in pictures. And I had tried some other diets and workouts prior to that. I had gone plant-based for a year.
Okay.
And lost a ton of weight and all my muscle tone. Wasn't strong, didn't have the energy, and it wasn't sustainable for me. So started putting on weight again, even
After
just
you had
eating
stopped
plant-based.
Oh, even while on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I guess I was trying to eat more potatoes and more, more
Trying to get more
starchy
sustenance
carbs,
so you
trying
could be
to
more
get more
energized.
energy because
Right.
I just was worn out all the time. Then I saw that video and I was like, no, I have to do something, and I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, then I'm still right back where I am.
Right.
And if it does work, then great. And I told my husband, I said, he's very supportive. He wasn't all into the, Vince V-Shred thing. But he saw how I was hurting and how I was upset. And he was very, very supportive of me trying this. And so
That's awesome.
I got the program. I think I got started with the Fat Loss Extreme
I was going to ask
program.
which program it was. Yeah.
Started doing the workouts and having a history of working out and being athletic. And that first week, I was just in pain.
Yeah.
It was things
Yeah.
that seemed that like they would be so simple. And I'm like, oh, this is walk in the park. I got this. No.
Piece them together.
No.
Get the right intervals in there.
I was in pain. I had knots in my thighs. And I thought, really?
Nice.
So just kept pushing through it. And I think saw a little bit of progress that first week and then nothing for the next few weeks.
Okay.
And I didn't want to get discouraged, but in the back of your mind, you get a little bit discouraged. But I wanted change so bad that I was like, we're just going to keep at it.
Yep.
We're just going to stick with the program.
That's
we're
awesome.
just going to do it. And we're going to give this thing a shot. So my husband would come do the little workouts with me. He wasn't crazy about like donkey kicks or anything that he felt was a little too feminine.
Yeah.
But he was out there doing it with me
Awesome.
and being supportive. And that was a big help to help me keep going too.
The support aspect is one of the.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So if that was in 2021, that was during like the COVID blow up, and so the gyms were closed, and so you chose to do the home workouts.
We had the home gym though.
Okay.
So we had the garage gym, and most of our or all of our workouts when we started V-Shred was in our garage gym.
Okay.
So
you're doing gym workouts at your garage
Correct.
gym. I gotcha. Cool.
So it was the upgraded version, but in the garage.
What did you prefer, the home or the gym?
I like going to the gym. I like the equipment. I like weights. I like all of that different stuff. So I would be a gym goer. I think I did the home workout 1 time, 2 times maybe.
Okay.
To give it a shot. And it was okay. But I just felt like my challenging myself would be in the gym.
And what you enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's huge. Have you always enjoyed going to the gym?
I do. I think I've had several points in my life where I'm always nervous to get back in there. You always feel like you're comparing yourself to everyone else.
The environment is
maybe
very intimidating.
I don't belong.
Right.
I always want to feel like I'm doing enough to fit in.
Okay.
People are going to look. People are going to talk. That doesn't bother me.
Nice. What would you say were some of your like biggest misconceptions around fitness?
I think I learned a lot from your program and from being a part of all the V-Shred stuff. And it was about the diet. Diet is such a huge, huge part of it.
So did you only do the diet and the program?
I switched after the first month to the custom meal and custom training.
How'd you like that?
Oh, it was phenomenal. So I didn't have to think about anything. I just had to do what I was told.
Right.
So that was the absolute best choice that I possibly could have made, was doing the custom meal, custom training. So all of my meals were planned out. All I had to do was make the recipes. I had to eat the food in the portions. The portion control thing, that seeing what a portion of protein or meat was supposed to be compared to what I was eating before.
What was the difference?
It was huge.
Less or more?
I would have much larger portions before. So, probably double the calories that I had on my plate, thinking that's what I'm supposed to be eating. My body was used to that amount of food. So that's what I would fill up at.
And so your body basically adjusted.
It was a huge adjustment, but it took a while to figure it out and to let my body adjust, because I needed to learn about food. I needed to learn about the right way to do food, to where now I feel it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It wasn't just the program, and you've got some great programs. We really enjoyed the Ripton 90 program.
Yep.
Not as much focus on legs
Yep.
for women, but man, I had huge arm pump doing the Rift to 90. So I really had some significant arms. I really enjoyed that. So we had a blast with that program. The FLE is what I started with, and then the custom meal plan as soon as I started.
Were there any thoughts that you had prior related to food that completely changed after you saw? You mentioned portion sizing, but then you also mentioned that you had a history of trying to go plant-based. And so were there any other huge things that stuck out where you were like, wow, I was way off on that?
I think the portion size, yes, but just the types of foods too, and then not being afraid of carbs. My custom meal plan, my trainer said, what do you want? And I'm thinking, okay, this is a trick question. And I said, I really want some pancakes. And she's like, all right, done. And she would work it into the macros or however she would do her little trainer magic. And boom, I had pancakes.
That's awesome.
And it was like the best day of the week was pancake day, and I would look forward to that. And doing the custom meal plan where you repeat, I enjoyed that. To me, that made it easier because that gave my brain time to figure out and comprehend this is the way we're doing it and we're getting used to it.
Adjust, create the routine, create the habits.
Yes.
That's cool. And so the pancakes were your cheat?
The pancakes were a
Or
splurge.
was it just worked into your regular diet?
It was she worked it into my regular meal plan.
That's awesome.
So it was part of what I was eating.
Did you ever think you were going to have pancakes in a diet before?
Oh, heck no. No, absolutely not. Because everybody's afraid of carbs.
Of course.
Rice, pancakes, potatoes, all of that stuff.
Yep.
And I was really surprised to the butter or the bacon or, the things that you think, oh, that's not diet food. I'm not going to lose weight eating this. I absolutely did. So I had all of these, fats that I thought that I wasn't going to have. Well, you have to have fats, and it's just the right amount of fat. That was really surprising to me, was seeing that food is food. You just got to learn how to eat that food in the right amounts for what your body needs.
Yep. Who was your coach, by the way? Do you remember?
I had Nicolette.
Okay, cool.
I had Nicolette. She was phenomenal. Love her. But I think the way I looked at food and nutrition and even working out before, it was clean eating, eating clean. And so you think, oh, lean protein, brown rice,
foods,
broccoli.
right.
And that's all you're going to have.
Boring,
but you can't
bland,
have the
no
rest
sauces.
of it. Stay away from the rest of it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I look at food as being what it is.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, that's that. And
Nothing's off limits.
It's great.
It's just whether or not you want to fit that into it and adjust everything else around it.
And you see that piece of cake and you're like, well, I could have it.
Yeah.
But do I want it? Do I really want it? Because I could have a lot of other good stuff too. And that could be, the same amount of calories or macros.
Right.
So what do you want?
Yeah.
Well, have the cake if you want it.
That's
it's
cool.
Okay.
What are your next goals? Do you have any new goals that you're trying to, are you just trying to maintain?
I'm trying to build a booty.
Okay.
So when I lost all of that weight, there was no more booty anymore.
Okay.
So I'm trying to put muscle back in, whereas that used to be all fat. And I'm super excited actually to work on that because then I can have a booty the right way. Nice muscular glutes. And I think that is the way that it should be. I'm all for the challenge. So a little glute and hamstring work. My legs have always been my least favorite part of my body.
Okay.
I always had very just kind of chunky looking thighs and the thigh touch thing, all of those things that I think a lot of women struggle with.
Yeah.
The lumpy bumpies.
Right.
I have never liked my legs, and I have really long legs. So it's like the most prominent feature that I have, and I've never been happy with them. And I'm starting to see shape to them now, and it makes me happy. I'm starting to see just a little bit of shape and muscle. And I love summer. I love wearing clothes that 40-something-year-old women probably shouldn't be wearing, shorts and tank tops. But I'm going to do it.
I like it. And you have the routine and the discipline now. Beforehand, if you would have made that decision that you were like, I want to get a big butt now, would you go about it a different way now than you would have back then?
It's not just the discipline. So now, yes, I have the discipline, but now I have a greater knowledge, everything that you have shown me and taught me with your programs. Now I have more knowledge about how to go about doing that, how to make that plan. Here's the goal. How do we get to this? I love having that constant challenge. Okay, let's tweak this. Let's change that. Let's work on this. To me, that's fun. That's the best way to occupy my time. It's like you've rejuvenated my love for fitness, you know?
That's cool.
So
what would you
thank
say
for
to
that.
anybody out there who is currently not loving it?
You've got to give it a chance. A lot of people don't give it a chance. They want those instant results. And you've got to just keep driving forward. Give it your all. Put everything you got into it. Stay positive. Get sleep and water. But it'll come. It'll happen. Everybody's like, okay, well, does it cost money? This and that. Well, yeah, it's going to cost a little bit of money. But that's money that I'm not putting towards doctors or medications or, anything else. I'm putting that towards me and towards my healthy life.
Yep.
And I just think that that's a no-brainer. That's what I should be doing. That's the choice that I should be making and that other people should make for themselves too. Be healthy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for being here with us. This was awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
And again, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Yep.
I couldn't be happier. Really and truly.
But before we wrap up, if anybody out there is looking for some extra help with getting back on track and trying to lose weight or achieving whatever your fitness goals are, we do have certified personal trainers, certified coaches who are available and eager to create a customized plan for you based on your body. And our trainers have already helped hundreds of thousands of men and women to lose weight, tone up, build strength, get healthier, feel better, look better. And we're ready to work with you as well. And this is something where we'll figure out everything for you. We'll do all the calculations, figure out all the macros, the calories, what foods to eat, what foods to avoid, when to work out, what those workouts look like. And so if you guys want to get more details on that, just check out the link in the description below. I know you will absolutely love it. But thank you again for tuning in today, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of V-Shred's Better Body, Better Life podcast. Whether you're doing one of our programs, taking our supplements, or just doing things on your own, tune in every week for exclusive content with Vince, V-Shred trainers, and special guests as they share valuable tips around motivation, workouts, food, and living a healthier lifestyle. See you next time.